Hey, what's going on, guys? Little Rig, Big Dreams here. We are officially in our rig at a campground.
We're officially official.
Officially official. Living the dream now. The dream that was a little bit of a nightmare to start with, but it's gotten a lot better. So we just wanted to kind of give you an overview of what the initial first few days were like. When picking this camper up, and then over the course of time, you know how it's been since we picked up our camper. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, we put a deposit down on our camper at Camping World, which I know it's not the most popular thing among many full-time families, right? So you read these horror stories all the time. But in our specific case, we had a specific layout and a specific weight limit of what we wanted. So,
oh yeah, and no offense to Camping World employees.
Right, yeah, because all in all, our experience wasn't
Terrible.
horrible. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. It wasn't some of the horror stories. At any rate, yeah, when we wanted a travel trailer that had 2 rooms with doors on them, the bunkhouse and the master, and we wanted the bathroom up front by the master for the parents.
Like a master suite.
Yeah. So so that's what we wanted mainly. That's the layout, and then we had a certain weight limit we wanted to be under, obviously because of our truck that we're pulling with, which we really wanted it under 7,000 pounds. We got it. This is 6,900 pounds. Anyway, so yeah, I'll let Pretty Thing here tell you a little bit about picking up the trailer.
Well, yeah, so like he said, we wanted a specific layout, a specific weight, kind of, and even budget, really. We were, you know, all those things. So the only place that we could find that within a decent distance from where we live was at Camping World. Again, otherwise we probably that wouldn't have been our first choice based off of a lot of the reviews and different things that we've seen. Anyhow, so we, like he said, put the deposit on a few weeks ago, and on Monday we had an appointment at 11 a.m. to pick it up. We had some email communication with a couple of the employees there that when we showed up at Monday at 11 a.m. we expected the camper to be buttoned up and ready to go. You know, we'd already done all the paperwork and all that other kind of stuff, so everything was in the system, so we literally just had to pay for this. So we show up and go through the orientation, and during the orientation there was like a door that wasn't working correctly or shutting all the way. There was sound bar wasn't working. It wasn't clean. It was dirty, like
it hadn't been
just
vacuumed
crazy
out.
dirty, yeah.
And even the exterior was dirty.
The exterior, like it hadn't even had a bath, you know, on the outside. So, and there was just a few things, but the main thing was because my husband works remote and he needs, you know, internet and Wi-Fi connection, and he just needs to be connected.
He needs
So,
just like I need Wi-Fi.
So during the negotiations, we asked for a Winegard Connect and an LTE booster.
Yeah, it's basically a data booster. Yeah.
Right, it's a data booster. So those are the 2 things that we absolutely needed. We talked them in through the negotiations, and those had to be installed. So that wasn't something like you just go in 5 minutes later and it's done. So of course we get there, and the LTE booster was not installed, amongst all the other issues that needed to be fixed. And so we were literally there for 5.5 hours, just sitting around twiddling our thumbs, waiting for them to fix the things that hadn't been fixed. So, trying to make a long story short, during that 5.5 hours, I lost the diamond in my wedding ring. And we have absolutely no idea, so just to add insult to injury, whatever, you know, when you're having a bad day, like when it rains, it pours. So, but yeah, so we had to go, we left, because it was like 5.5 hours, so we went ahead and left on that Monday, and the plan was to be here where we are by Monday afternoon, evening at the latest. But of course, because we ended up leaving Camping World without our camper.
Of course.
Then, you know, the kids, you know, they had to get home and eat and stuff like that, so Jason went back to pick up the camper because they were installing the LTE booster, and we get there and he goes ahead and he picks it up, we're thinking that in that time frame everything had been taken care of.
And fixed.
So Monday night, again, we didn't have time to load it like we had planned and get down here. So we like partially loaded just a handful of things, and then we had to go and take the camper and stay at a campground nearby and coming until the next morning where we could pick up the rest of our belongings from our friend's house. So we pulled into this
I can tell them about that.
campsite. Yeah, we pulled into this campsite. We first time driving it, first time parking it in a campground.
Yeah, and it was just a local campground, like, you know, not really a destination type campground. A lot of like long-termers there, you know, and that type of campground. And so when I was on the phone making a reservation, he was like, "You want to pull through or back in?" I said, "Pull through," because obviously most times pull-throughs are longer. You know, they're a lot of times made for big rigs, and that was what I was thinking. So we get there, we go to the lot that he said we booked. And I pull in with this behemoth, which is 36 foot with the hitch, and including my 20-foot truck. And then so we pull in through the pull through, and then my truck is out in the road, and I was like, "This isn't gonna work. We're not gonna fit." And then of course this is the first. We used to have a 15-foot trailer. So this was all new, you know, driving it and maneuvering through a campground with
And it
this
was
thing.
late. It was later than we wanted to be.
So we went ahead and we tried to call the campground owner. There was a message, voicemail message that said if you come in late, and you can just hook up by the office. They have a 50 amp hookup. So we went and we just pulled up there, and it was almost like staying in a parking lot, you know.
Basically, yeah.
There was no water.
But then we didn't have it was just power. No water. We didn't have, and then we didn't have blinds, so we put towels over the windows because that's something they forgot.
Right. So a handful of the items pretty much all the items that they were supposed to fix, the whole 5.5 hours and then some. You know, we were there for 5.5 hours. We left, and then he went back, so it was like easily 7 hours or more.
And they had
that stuff wasn't fixed, and so in our mind we're like, what did they do this entire time that we were like sitting around waiting? So
lunch breaks, dinner breaks.
So we basically we realized over the course of that evening that almost none of the things had been fixed or put in, like the blinds. So we just spent the night, but we couldn't sleep. It was hard to sleep.
Yeah, it was a rough night.
The mattresses are like rocks.
Yeah.
If you don't replace them, they're literally like sleeping on a sheet of rock.
Yeah.
So we had to get up early and go back to our friend's house to finish loading our stuff, and then the hope was to come down here to South Georgia, but we ended up needing to drive by Camping World first. That was the first thing I did when we got on the road that morning. Even before getting to our friend's house, was I called Camping World, and the guy was like, "Come on in, we'll get it all fixed for you. We'll work on it." So.
Yeah, but when we went back, they really did go ahead and correct everything and went
immediately. We didn't have to wait for anything.
And they went above and beyond, and they also installed and gave us and installed the Wii Boost LTE booster, so we didn't pay for that.
Right.
So that they sort of made up. So they made up for it. So it wasn't terrible, you know. And then so that was pretty much our Camping World experience. We're not bashing them, and like I said, we didn't have the worst experience ever. It's just there's a lot of RVs, and they move a lot of inventory.
And it was just some communication breakdown. After I spoke with the manager, he didn't realize that we were leaving and not coming back through the area until December.
Right.
So he thought that he could easily just put like the blinds on order or something.
Yeah. But this literally was the only camper that had all the specifications that we wanted.
Right.
That was anywhere in the area. So we didn't.
It was the last one left too.
Yeah, it was the last one. So we didn't care that it was at Camping World, even though we heard all the horror stories.
Yeah.
And, you know, so we'll make do, and so then we moved on, and then we hit the road.
Yeah. So we got here on Tuesday, and we're staying here for a couple of weeks. And basically, we've been extremely busy and haven't really been able to talk with anybody about a whole lot of anything because moving into this has been a lot like moving into a house. You know, we have all of our stuff.
Just smaller.
It is
Way
smaller,
smaller,
but you're, you know, you can't just shove everything into a spare bedroom until you get it unpacked. You can't just shove everything down into your basement or into your attic or leave it in your garage until you get it unpacked. Like, you literally have to, like, unpack to function.
Immediately.
Immediately.
And we literally have been throwing away stuff every day.
Yeah, we've gotten rid of a lot.
Even though
more
we've already
things.
purged multiple times before coming, we're
we've
still getting
already
rid of stuff.
Getting rid of things, and then so that's what we've been doing. We've been organizing things
And going to Walmart and going to Lowe's.
hanging up command strips and all this kind of stuff everywhere.
Organization,
Yes.
like the organization aisle has been our best friend.
Yes.
And there's
Go ahead.
there's nothing nearby here too, so it's
Yeah.
like
Like
40
20
minutes to the
It's
nearest
Walmart.
Walmart and Lowe's.
And Lowe's, it was like an hour away today. We had to drive almost an hour to
Yeah.
get there. So that's been nice, though. It's been nice and peaceful. This state park has been really, really enjoyable.
Yeah, there's Spanish
Spanish
moss
moss
all
is
over.
beautiful.
It really is not. I mean, there's some gnats and mosquitoes, but not that bad.
And they've got this giant field. They've got alligators and squirrels.
Yeah.
Yep. So
And deer.
And this has been really peaceful. And it's only like a quarter full, and like this pull through lot is like 150 feet. I mean,
Yeah.
you could have a massive trailer
Yeah.
in these lots.
so
and
it's a big rig
It's
rent.
paved. So yeah, so we'll give you the grand tour of this campground, and you know, maybe we'll go ahead and go show them. Or hold on,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna let Abigail give her experience over the last couple of days.
Well, as the older sister, it's been fun chasing Kenzie around the camper, and as the daughter, like watching TV around dinner time, like I watch my cartoons and everything. But when they have to function around the kitchen, I'll have like my feet up, propped up, and then they'll be like, move your feet, and then I'll be like this, they'll be like, move your elbow, we need to go right here. And so I'm always moving when I just get comfortable. It's like, oh, we need to use that space that you're laying on right now.
Yeah.
So it's been fun, real fun.
Yep, cool. Well, come on, we'll go take a look at the camper. Here, hold this for me. Let's go check this thing out. I know it's getting a little dark, but it'll be good. Come on in.
So we've got this little pack of, it's called like Mystical Fire. So basically what it does is it changes the color of your, ow, something's biting me.
The color of your fire.
It changes the color of your fire. It makes it like rainbow, and I don't know what bit me. And so we wanted to try it out, and we wanted to show you. So yeah, it says it lasts for 30 minutes. Oh wait, lasts for 30 minutes, and it just says throw the package in. So I don't know if they meant really throw the package in, but. Oh, I can kind of see it. It's like I saw green.
It says it'll burn for up to 30 minutes.
Oh, look, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh,